What is up with it, family? Welcome back to another family video. It is 9:45. The house is a mess, and happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Look at this little guy.
Look at Syre. Baby Syre is in the building. He's knocked out.
He said, ooh. It's making his sleepy milk drunk faces.
And there go Everly. She been waiting to do a video.
Hi.
Look. She been complaining. Oh, we're gonna do the video. Let's do the video. What do you say?
Thank you.
No.
Well, that's a good one.
No. How do I start the video? What you gotta say? Say, what is up with it, family?
What is up with your family?
What is up with your family?
She
That
tried.
works too. What's up with your family?
She tried. Yes, guys. Baby Syre is here. May 1st, 9:30 a.m. This heroic woman right here pushed them out. No problems. How do you feel?
I feel great, actually.
You feel great?
Because the first one, she was a C-section. She was supposed to be a home birth, but her little stubborn head wouldn't come out.
I'm doing the game.
Yeah. Look, the house is a mess. Quick. This is real quick. The house is a mess. So y'all know we ain't, playing.
Life.
We got baby stuff everywhere. We got fabric over here.
Another video.
Got a pack and play right here. The kitchen. We ain't gonna look at the kitchen.
Lord.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, this what we been up to.
Staring at this cute little thing.
Syre, wake up, man.
He said, no.
Always sleeping.
They aren't playing when they say that no two kids are the same.
Man, the second child.
Yeah, he is a little pterodactyl.
Preach.
He like screams if he is hungry, or that's the only thing he really screams about is the food.
Yeah.
Really, or like if it's
Well,
cold.
no, he's gotten to where he wants to.
He wants to be held.
He wants to be held, man. He wants to be
just
up and looking around, and if you don't do that,
or
it's
chewing on
hectic.
daddy's finger.
Yeah.
Like chew, like
He
bite,
like my thumbs.
like ouch.
They look kind of
And
tasty.
then
I
he try
guess.
to eat mine, and he like I'm breastfeeding, and so like he tries to do that to like my lady bits, and that's just not cool. Cause yeah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, this man is
But
crazy.
he eats great.
He eats, he poops, and
He sleeps.
he spits up, and he sleeps a lot. That's a
Right.
cocker spaniel.
That's about it.
She got the udders, and that's what he be wanting. I'm happy she don't, cause you imagine
That would be weird.
that would be weird.
She would do it though. She would. She's a big help.
You know, no shame on the people who go past the year breastfeeding, but
Oh no.
you know.
Oh,
what I mean.
you mean? I thought you meant if she breastfed too.
Bruh. Huh?
If she could breastfeed. She would do it. She's a big
Did
help.
y'all get that? Did y'all get that?
I didn't get it. It flew over my head, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm glad she doesn't breastfeed anymore.
Right.
I went back to work with her. It was before we both had quit our jobs and done this full time,
Yeah.
Recaptured Values full time. But yeah, I stopped breastfeeding her about like 5 months because I went back to work and there was really no places to pump. And so she got breastfed till about 5 months. But this little one, we're gonna try to go a year. That's the goal. We're gonna try.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Even if I have to pump and put in a bottle because he's this little piranha here. I don't know.
She gonna tap out. She gonna
Whatever
tap out
I
when them
do.
teeth set in, cause he already get. Man, he bit my thumb with gums. It's pressure. It's pressure. So I already know whenever the teeth set in, you gonna be a Lunchable.
Okay, you do that. I don't want to be a Lunchable.
You gonna be buffet.
Oh,
Look at the baby.
I can't know how to
But I was-
do
Why
it.
is his
Say it.
forehead shining?
Because I oiled him up.
Lord, he's like a penny.
He's like a new shiny penny.
What was you saying?
I was saying, they put the little bands on like one wrist. That's a wrist, not an ankle.
Yeah, please,
Sleep deprivation.
please get that correct.
And then they put one on the little ankle. And like he has all these little cuts from this like plastic band.
Oh, yeah.
And a little baby skin. And so like we keep having to put that Aquifer like healing ointment. So all
He
this
had
stuff.
all that. What's it called when you give birth?
The
And
vernix, I think it's
he
what it's
had a
called.
lot of that on him.
The squish. That's
I think
good,
that's
though.
what. I think that's what was like crackling up all over his body. It was like drying.
Yeah, when he was born, yes.
Yeah, he looked
Because
like a
they
dry donut.
they try to wait at least 12 hours, I think, to bathe, and then you can ask if you want longer than that.
Right.
But they did, I think, the 12 hours because they did it at midnight. Lovey loves, I don't know. It was 9:30, so it was over 12 hours because he was born at 9:30 a.m. and they bathed him at midnight.
Gotcha.
So that's over 12 hours, right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a much different birth than with Everly, for sure. Because I was in labor for, from water breaking to
He said,
birth.
Daddy, move, Daddy.
What would you say? From water breaking to birth was almost, it was a little less than 48 hours.
And now we get into the segment of birth experience. How was the birth experience?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay, so with Everly, all my contractions were in my back from the start. Like, when I started having contractions after my water broke, every single one of them was in my back. And by back, I mean, like, butt. Backbone, butt.
Right.
Bone. Like, split me open, I'm dying.
Yeah, I was
Kill
there.
me now.
I was there. It was crazy.
Yeah. About 12 hours into that home birth experience, I was like, why did I do this to myself? Some women can do it. Some women got it, but the whole back labor thing, it really, oh Lord Jesus, I probably never can.
Yeah.
But with him, I was like, okay, I know that if I can stay home as long as I can, I wanted to do a VBAC because she ended up being a C-section because my water had been broke for too long.
Right.
And they tried everything they could, and then her heart started decelerating at the very end, so they willed me in for a C-section, which was fine. I was exhausted. They could do that. Awesome.
Right.
So with him, I really wanted a VBAC because I didn't get to experience that. I didn't get to have a vaginal birth, and I really wanted to do that. And I don't know why us as women really feel like we, have to do that, but it's just like one of those things. I wanted to do it. So contractions start at 6:30 on Friday, right? 6:30 a.m. on Friday. You
On my
sleep.
birthday.
Well, no, I'm talking about him.
It's your birthday.
Oh, see, she done switched over.
No, I was explaining the contractions.
It's his birthday.
No,
It's not. It's
my
not.
birthday is on your month in January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
January 26th. January 26th is my birthday. Hey, if y'all want to send me something because y'all didn't wish me happy birthday this year,
My birthday.
Yeah, your
You know,
birthday was 2 days after.
drop it
that.
down in the comments. I'll put my cash app and everything.
All right, back to the story. His birthday. If you want to send me something for my birthday too, mine's February 17th.
Anyways, back to the birth story.
If you want to send anybody something, we're registered at Target and Amazon, and we can link our stuff below. Because
Nice little shameless plug.
Yeah, there are a few little things we need. If you guys want to send us a gift, we will not, send it back. We won't do that. It will be greatly appreciated.
100%.
But so back to the birth story. So 6:30 a.m. on Friday, I started having contractions. I let everybody sleep, and I just went about my business.
Have no battery.
Yeah, it doesn't. But I
No, we
went
gotta put
about-
something in there. We gotta get something else.
Yeah, because the batteries are yucky in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so I went about my business at 6:30 a.m. because I was like, all right, based on last labor, this ain't gonna happen soon. So I'm like, I'm just gonna stay home as long as I can deal with it. The contractions were in my stomach, which was a relief because I knew if they started in my back, I was about to be like, we're going to the hospital immediately. This sucks. So with the VBAC, I was supposed to go to the hospital, or you're supposed to go to the hospital if your water breaks, because I was strep B positive too. So I had to go to the hospital if my water broke immediately because I had to get IV
Right.
antibiotics or something like that.
Right.
And then I wasn't strep B with her positive, so I still got to do the home birth thing. But so either my water breaks or my contractions are the 5-1-1, which is the 5 minutes apart for 1 minute long for at least an hour. So I kept timing them, and they started out. I mean, they were really strong starting out, and so we we got up. Did we even go? We didn't go for a walk that day, did we? No. On Friday? No, we didn't.
No.
No, I think, what all we do that day? I don't remember. I do remember we got up. We had to do, what all did we
I
do?
forgot what all we did.
All I know is somehow we ended up, I knew I wanted a Subway sandwich.
Maybe we did walk.
Mama,
I can't remember.
Mama,
Yes?
I'm gonna clean the dishes.
Okay, you go clean the dishes.
Yes, finally. Chores. Yes. Yes, queen. Work it.
All right, so I don't remember exactly what we did, but
Thank
we ended up, I was having some really bad contractions, and I was like,
I'm gonna take my boots for the doggy.
Yeah,
okay.
Go for it.
I was having some,
My dog.
okay.
My dog.
It is.
I was having some really bad contractions, and I was like, they're not gonna let me eat when I go to the hospital, so I want a Subway sandwich.
I'm gonna get some food.
And so we went to Subway.
You put it in the bowl. You'll get some tea and a cup. You'll put some water. Then, there.
Yeah. How many of y'all have kids that love to interrupt? I know they want attention, but trust me, they get all the attention in the world.
She likes to interrupt and entertain. She's
All
an
of
entertainer.
that. She is.
We're thinking about making her own YouTube channel. Because
She need one. Y'all should have heard her commercial earlier.
Yes. This woman said, "Mom, I'm a kid, and kids drink orange juice, and don't take candy from witches." I was like, what?
Yep.
I mean, it's true though. Like, where's the lie? But like,
Yeah, please don't take any candy from witches. But anyway.
Okay, back to the birth story. So we set out to go to Subway, right? So we get in the car,
Sure did.
and we drove the back way.
Yes.
Because like there's a back way.
There's
back
like
road.
3 different ways to get to where you
and
want to
so
go.
we drove the back way because we're like, we want to slow this down a little bit and we want to chill because we were gonna have to drop Everly off with some family.
Yep.
And we didn't want to, leave her super quick. We wanted to get as much time with her as possible, which was so beautiful, by the way. I'll get to that in a minute. It was hilarious and beautiful at the same time. And then, so we're on the back road and there's slight traffic because they're doing some construction on the back road. And so we go to Subway and I'm having contractions in the car, and sitting down, they suck terribly. Like, they start sucking really bad because I'd been standing up all day managing them. So we get to Subway, and of course, like, every time the people ask, like, what's your, for your order or whatever, I'm like having contractions because Everly wanted McDonald's.
You go clean the dishes.
Okay, go clean the dishes. I wish you really would clean the dishes. That'd be
Telling you.
great.
This is the kitchen.
That's your kitchen? Okay.
Yeah.
Something tells me when she gets of age and it's time to do chores, she gonna come up with all type of excuses of why she can't do it, and she gonna do it. I'm gonna make her do it.
You remember when Mama was having baby brother? You were in the story too, because you helped Mama. Okay, we're getting to that point. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All
Little
right.
helper.
Yes. Okay. So, and it was funny because even before we went to Subway, she had her little Doc McStuffins stethoscope. That's such a hard word to say. I don't even know why it's that hard. Like, what's the point? But you know that little heart thing that they be listening to your heart?
Yep. The stethoscope.
There we go. All right. So she had hers on my belly and she was checking on brother, and it was so cute. And she was just the greatest helper. But so we're at Subway. We get the Subway sandwiches. Hold on, sweetheart. Okay, wash your hands. We come back, or we're headed back, right? And so we get on the interstate because we're like, okay, I'm having contractions, so we need to get home. So, we text everybody that needed to know that she was getting dropped off or whatever. And we get stuck in traffic on the interstate. I mean, like traffic.
Man.
Traffic.
It had to be on the day that Syre was on the way, man. Traffic. I'm talking about
Like
traffic.
Still
Traffic. Even on the back road, traffic.
That's the reason why we took the
Oh,
interstate,
man.
because the back road had traffic, and so we took the interstate, not even thinking like to check, because why? Like, any other day there's not traffic, and it was a Friday. It was Friday afternoon, and like, why is there traffic? It was 6:30. Or no, it was a little bit. It was 5 o'clock traffic, but somebody had a wreck.
No,
there was a wreck.
it was construction.
Oh, okay, I don't even
construction
know.
work.
There was something going on
That's what it
that
was.
way. There had to be a wreck that day. There was
No, it was construction because it happened again the next day.
not going that way.
To Conway?
Going to Mayflower.
Going to Mayflower.
We were going to Mayflower when we were in traffic.
Oh.
There had to be a wreck.
No, that was a wreck.
Yeah. Hold on, sweetheart.
I think.
Another sunscreen.
Sunscreen? You're going to put sunscreen on your doggy?
No,
Okay. All right. He said, hallelujah.
Praise him. Praise him, shot.
Won't he do it?
Praise him, shot.
Oh,
That man just raised his hands out of nowhere.
Okay, so we're in traffic. Hopefully he can
What the
use it.
Bye.
So we're in traffic.
Bye.
Bye. So we're in traffic. And this little girl, I had to lean my seat all the way back, which was great. I'm glad we didn't have the car seat in at that time. I thought about that afterwards. because when we went to the hospital and you put the car seat in, I couldn't lean the car back, my seat back.
Yeah.
And so like when we were on our way to the hospital finally,
Yeah.
I couldn't lean the seat back. But so he hadn't put the car seat in. That's how like crazy this was. We hadn't put the bassinet together. We hadn't put I needed a shower. We hadn't put the car seat in.
It was a lot of stuff going on that day that we
Yes,
wasn't
and then
prepared
the
for.
traffic
We were
there.
prepared, but we wasn't prepared. But it was a lot of stuff that happened, and we wasn't 100%
well, like,
ready.
We
You know?
yeah. So okay, so we're coming back from Subway, you know, in the other town, and then the traffic happens, and like I said, contractions. So this little girl back here, if you've watched The Croods too, she's back there talking about, you see that tree over there, Mom? You want to jump it? It was so funny, and like it totally took my mind off labor. I just scared him. Oops.
You are kind of scared. Continue, my little pontificate.
Well, so she started doing that, and then she would like insist that I hold her hand, which was so sweet. And I'm so glad I got to experience that part with her because, you know, she couldn't go to the hospital with us because of COVID. And apparently she couldn't be there anyway during the labor part, like anyway, like even if COVID wasn't a thing, because apparently they're supposed to be 16 and older, but like after the baby's born, they could have come up, but with COVID, they can't do that. So it was just me and
Leave the dishes in the sink.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the dish in the sink.
You still washing the same dishes?
Yeah.
You fired. You are fired.
She's back there washing that one dish.
You need some more dishes to wash.
No, I got it.
Oh, Lord. Oh, she's dropping the dish. You got to clean that one again now?
I need you to do 10 push-ups right now.
All right, so let me try to go a little bit faster so this is not a super long video.
10 of them. 1, 2. Come on. Come on, more. All right, guys, she's gonna be there all day.
All right, I'm gonna try to go a little bit faster so this isn't a super long video. But there's a whole bunch
Okay.
packaged in.
It ain't that long. It's just 21 minutes.
Hold on. We talked for a little while before that too. So finally we get to the hospital. Let's just scoot past all that. We get to the hospital. It's 6:30. We are going to the hospital. So 6:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. we stayed home or went to Subway and were in traffic and did all the things we needed to do. Okay, so 12 hours we were at home
Yeah.
dealing with contractions.
We get our stops.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we get to the hospital, and that was crazy because my doctor had told me about the COVID test and how we were going to have to wear a mask, and if I refused the COVID test, then I'd have to wear a mask the whole time. Completely different than what we expected. The hospital was super friendly. They told us we could just...
Yeah, they were chill.
Yeah, they were like, you can wear a mask in the hallways, but as long as you're in your room, take it off. We are wearing ours, so don't worry about it.
Right.
Super awesome because I was really nervous about that. I don't know why, I was just nervous. I had told myself I would take the test, you know, just because I don't want to wear a mask in labor. But this little man would have been worth it. He's cute.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't have been able to wear a mask anyway because I ended up having to have oxygen throughout the whole thing.
Gotcha.
So he had to wear his mask.
I did.
You didn't in the room.
Not in
though.
the room.
Not in the room. No. So
I wore
we
it like
get in,
everybody else.
and it was different than hers because when I transferred to the hospital from the home birth, they knew we were coming. I was already in labor, so we went immediately into a room. With this one, we had to go to the labor and delivery triage. So they put the monitors around you, check you, just to see, make sure that your contractions are as far apart as they were. So mine were 2 to 3 minutes, and they had been that way for like 3 hours. That's how long we waited. But like I knew it wasn't baby time, so that's why we waited longer.
Right.
So we get there, and she checks me, and mind you, my Tuesday appointment, so it's Friday afternoon now. My Tuesday appointment, the doctor had checked me, and I was at 2 centimeters dilation. So Friday, 12 hours of contractions. I get there, and she's like, okay, well, you're about a 3. I lost it because with Everly, that's how it was. I kept not progressing. They kept telling me I was the same, and I just felt defeated. So I was like, heck no, I'm not about to go through almost 48 hours of labor again. And we were talking, and I just told them, he's fine. I told them, when she came back in there and told me that, she's like, I'm going to contact your doctor. I was like, well, you let her know that y'all need to set me up for a C-section pronto, because I'm not going through this. This sucks, because at that time, all of the contractions started coming in my back again. So I don't know if it was just like the anxiety of going to the hospital that like made everything change. But when I got to the hospital, back labor started again. And I was like, dear God, give me medicine, give me drugs, give me a C-section. I want it now. Yeah. And like I would cry. I was like, this sucks. This is terrible. My butt. I'd clench my butt cheeks.
Oh yes.
And this man's like, why? I said, I'm clenching my butt cheeks, and he was like, oh, that's why you booty shaped like that.
Let me explain. Let me explain. She had her butt out, right?
I couldn't help it.
Hold on. She had her butt out, right? You know what I mean? And it had like ties or whatever, so she could have tied it up and everything like that.
Help me tie it.
She had her butt out, right? And I was wondering, I was like, now, I've seen her butt, like, you know, for a while. You know, we've been together 13 years, going on 13 years this year, married for 6. So I was like, your butt look kind of funny, cuss. You know what I mean? Come on, big dog. What's that back there, big dog? You know what I mean? She was clenching them so hard that the bottom of her butt was just like, looked like high cheekbones. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean?
And so there was a lot of humor, which was a lot different than with our birth with Everly, because that was like, we didn't know what to expect.
Well, we had a lot of people too.
But I was also like just terrified because it hurt, and I just shut down. Like I couldn't be funny.
She checked out.
And so with this one, the 12 hours of labor at the house was like, it didn't, I won't say it didn't hurt, but it was bearable. Definitely more bearable than it was with my daughter.
Right.
So I was like, I got this. So when we got to the hospital, she said 3 centimeters. I was like, heck no, I'm done. I'm not waiting until 10. Y'all can cut him out.
What?
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, you found it into it.
That's a golf club.
All right. So
anyway,
I told the lady, and she said she would contact my doctor and tell my doctor that. My doctor then comments back to her, to the nurse lady, and says, he's doing it again.
Oh, I did it.
The nurse then says, okay, so what your provider wants to do, which she's amazing.
That man was just on a roller coaster. That's what that was.
Oh, he good. Maybe.
He about to drop a big one, ain't he?
Maybe. He just needs this. He's a comfort sucker.
Oh, yeah.
But, so, she said, yeah, what we're going to do, because the anesthesiology people, is that the word?
Anesthesiologist.
Yeah, anesthesiologist people, yeah. Those people don't come in the middle of the night unless it's emergency. So if you want a C-section, it's not emergent, and they're not going to show up till the morning. So she was like, what are you doing?
Huh? I'm getting them angles.
Okay.
Not them angles.
Oh, okay. But she was like, so what we're going to do is I'll give you some pain medicine, because at 3 centimeters, they don't normally keep you. But the nurse was like, your contractions, we're timing them and we're measuring them, are so strong that you should be pushing a baby out right now.
Right.
And so what was happening, and I figured it out with the butt clenching, was I was keeping him from coming down because I was clenching so hard.
So if you got a high cheekbone booty and you like to clench your booty cheeks, just know if you pregnant, you could be keeping your baby from coming out. That's the lesson I got from this. That's all I'm saying.
Because like I guess I was so terrified of the pain that I felt with Everly, and it literally felt like my tailbone was gonna break. And so I guess I was just trying to prevent that. Is he whimpering it out? He stopped.
He having a dream. He on a roller coaster.
Yeah, and so I was like, no, cut him out. And she said, no, so what we're going to do, because we typically send you home. And she was like, but your doctor said we want to watch you for 1 more hour. We're going to give you some pain medicine, and then we'll see if you change it all. And if you change it all, we'll keep you. But if you don't, you have to go home. And I was like, dear God, this sucks. Like, that's when I was just like, yeah, sign me up for a C-section in the morning, because I'm not going home. That's basically what I said.
Right.
And so they give me the pain medicine, and that stuff was crazy, y'all. I couldn't open my eyes. Like, I felt like I couldn't open my eyes. And I was like going through contractions like this and just being goofy. But like that stuff wore off quick too, by the way. And I could still feel the contractions, but they like didn't suck as bad, but they still suck. So she comes back in after an hour of on that medicine, and I think I had just effaced completely. And so she was like, that's enough change for us to keep you. And I was like, great. And she was like, all right, we're going to get the anesthesiologist to give you the epidural, or the whatever, CRNA. I think that's what they're called. And so he comes in. It's the same guy.
She watches a lot of Grey's Anatomy. So if you don't know a lot of these terms, you know what I mean? Not saying I don't. But if you don't know a lot of these terms, just know that she watches a lot of Grey's Anatomy. And her last job had, you know, a lot of doctorish stuff to it. So, yeah.
I don't think I said that right. I don't know. But it's the guy. He's a nurse.
Retract everything I said about her knowing anything like that.
Come back here.
Sorry. All right.
Come back here. All right. So he comes in, and it's the same guy who gave me my epidural with my daughter. And I knew that because with my daughter, he comes in on a little Neely like wheel cart thing because he had broke his ankle. And I remember being like, oh, okay, cool. They're going to send in somebody who has a broken body part to poke me in the back with a large needle. And so like, but he did great. He really did great with her and then with him. So I was glad, great. It was great. So I gave my epidural, and then it didn't take like hers did. Immediately I felt relief with hers. With his, it like took 15 minutes to fully fill. So after that, she was like, we're going to give you an epidural, and then in the morning, if you haven't progressed, of course, we'll do a C-section. But if you've progressed, then we're going to try, you know, their best to give you a VBAC. Thankfully, at every hour, I had progressed until 9:30 in the morning when he was born. And it was great. Like, it was wonderful. The doctor did everything possible. Basically, what had happened was, the reason that they ended up keeping us as well was because he started having what they call variables. Is what they call it? I think he said they called it variables. Variables, that's the word. But every time I would have a contraction, his heart would dip. It wasn't a decel yet, but it would dip so low that they didn't like that. So they gave me fluids, which helped a little bit. Then they gave me oxygen the whole time pretty much, which helped. And then she broke my water at 5 centimeters. And then she did some amnio infusion thing, which was really cool because they suspected that his cord was wrapped around his neck, which is why his heart was dipping so low at the contractions. And so that was really cool. I didn't have that with my first, but I pushed for an hour. When it was time, they did use the vacuum to kind of pull him out to crown so that I could push his head out, because every time his head would get close, I would like breathe and it would just go back in. So they did use the vac to get him out, but it was beautiful. It was glorious. And now I'm a week later and I don't have any pain really at all, which is wonderful.
Well, that is amazing to hear. This video and segment is sponsored by Bailey Smith, the mother of 2 kids. Shout out to all you mothers out there. This one goes to you all. If you've been through pregnancy, was it anything like this? Comment down below if it was anything like she was saying, you know what I mean? Had you been going through your contractions and was stuck in traffic or any type of weird, crazy stuff during that day, if it happened to you, comment down below. We want to know about it.
Yeah. It was pretty great though. I definitely recommend that if you're the type of person that like wants to, I don't know, if you have like lots of pride and want to prove yourself, try VBAC. It's wonderful. It really is. I definitely recommend the epidural though, because I will not knock anybody. I wanted to have a natural birth, I really did, but those contractions aren't playing, man. I would like seriously. I'll never birth the same again like that. I mean, I'll never birth differently again. That will be the way I birth, unless we have another kid and that one just decides to like fall out. That would be wonderful too, but I doubt that's gonna happen. But yeah, so epidural is the way to go for me. You choose whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you know,
it was
no judgment. No judgment, you know what I mean? But
they were all super encouraging, the entire staff.
Yeah, they were dope.
They were awesome. Dope. They came in that morning and were like, "Yep, we're having a VBAC." Everybody was like, "Yeah, you're having a VBAC. Yep, you're having this baby vaginally." They did everything that they could.
I think even the nurse that helped us was pregnant too.
Yeah, and that was really cool that she got to experience that. Your candy's on your dog?
But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like I said, it was sponsored by Bailey Smith, the mother of the week, of the month. She had a beautiful baby boy. She has a beautiful baby girl over here who was rambunctious, but creative and smart. She's very, very smart. And I know this one right here is going to be just like her, and strong and tall and big, just like his daddy. Yes. And hey, we love you guys. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Even if you don't have kids, you're a mother at heart, and I'm sure you get some type of kid or child running up under you somewhere. Who knows? I don't know. But we just want to say Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you. And there go Evie. She's going to be a mother someday, I'm sure.
Yep. God willing.
Yeah. You got anything to say? You going to say peace out, family?
Peace out, family.
All right. You going to say peace out, family?
Peace out, family.
All right. All right, guys. We love you. More videos coming soon. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and throw your boy a like. And hey, we'll see y'all on the next video. What do you want, Evie?
I want to say,
Check it.
say puppy.
Your puppy wants to say bye-bye, family.
No, I said Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day? Okay.
That is not the holiday that we are celebrating right now. So we'll see you guys next time. Until then, deuces.